Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's dive into what's happening with the euro and the British pound, because it's been a pretty interesting week for this pair. Right now, EUR, GBP, is holding steady, kind of floating around the 0.876 mark as we head into the European trading session. It's almost like the market is taking a collective breath after some big news from both the Bank of England and the European Central Bank. So, what exactly went down? Well, on Thursday, the Bank of England, or BO, made a significant move. They decided to cut their main interest rate, bringing it down from 4.0% to 3.75%. This was a big deal. A rate cut like this typically makes a currency less attractive to foreign investors who are seeking higher returns. So, you would normally expect the pound to weaken a bit after such an announcement. It signals that the central bank is trying to stimulate the economy, perhaps because they're seeing signs of a slowdown. On the other side of the English Channel, we had the European Central Bank, the ECB, making its own policy decision. But their story was quite different. The ECB chose to keep its interest rates unchanged. This was exactly what most analysts and traders were expecting, so it didn't come as a surprise. When a central bank holds rates steady, especially when others are cutting, it can be seen as a sign of relative strength or confidence in their economic outlook. This decision to stand pat generally provides support for their currency, in this case, the euro. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. We have two opposing forces at play. The Bank of England's rate cut is putting some downward pressure on the pound, while the ECB's decision to hold rates is giving a bit of a lift to the euro. These two actions are essentially cancelling each other out when you look at the EUR GBP pair. It's like a tug-of-war where neither side is gaining much ground. This is precisely why we're seeing the exchange rate flatlining. The market is busy digesting these two major, but conflicting, monetary policy decisions. So what's next? For now, the pair seems to be in a state of equilibrium, hovering around that 0.875 to 0.876 range. Traders are likely waiting for the next piece of major economic data or a statement from either central bank to give them a clearer direction. Will the BO's dovish stance continue to weigh on the pound, or will some new data from the Eurozone shift the balance? It's a classic case of wait and see. This stability might not last long, so it's definitely a pair to keep a close eye on in the coming days and weeks. That's the quick rundown for you today. It's a fascinating dynamic between the two central banks, and it's playing out directly in the EUR GBP exchange rate. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more market updates. See you in the next video.